what's going on, everyone? It's Andrew here, back with Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Today we're actually starting a new series, and what it is going to be called is an engine build series, where we more or less only build engines, and then we try to find the car that the engine goes to, so that then we can actually make sure the engine runs and I didn't forget no pieces. So, follow along. If you like it, smash the like button. If you want to see more, let me know. Alright, now I'll go figure, because I'm not looking for these cars. They're all in here, right? We got a Roadrunner right here. We got a Wildcat right here. Oh, darn, look at that, eh? Ain't that sucky? Oh well. Look at that, we even got a Ram 3500 sitting right here. Golly. Only missing a door, which we have. They want 12 grand for it though, but we don't need that, so we're not going to buy it. What we're actually looking for is something like a Porsche 911 Turbo. Ooh, 197,000 miles. And yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad, really. As I was saying, what we're looking for is, it's like a 911 Turbo, except for it's the American edition, and there is no turbo. So, Mach 1 Mustang. Very nice, very nice. 122,000 miles. Yeah. Got the block anyway, if nothing else. Let's see, this is going to be a tricky car to find, because they're not really, well, they are in the junkyard, but they're not, if you know what I mean. So, if we do not find one, no big deal. We're still going to go on with the engine build as it is. We'll just put it off to the side, and once we find a car, whether it be the next time in the junkyard or whatever, maybe even go to the car auction too after the motor's built. I don't know. So, I'm not sure. But this doesn't seem to be one here. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to head back to the shop and start working on the motor. So, I'll see you all when we get to the shop. Alrighty, here we are back at the shop to shut the truck off. We're going to head on inside now. Might recognize the shop from previous series. Alright, now, when I say we're going to be building engines, we're going to be starting at the first one here, the B6M64.01, and we're going to be going all the way through here, building every single one of these. Some may be painted, some may not be. And we're going to build them and put them mostly all in the same, well, like for instance, the Cobra Jet 429, that's different, the 302. Some of these motors can go into one vehicle. These ones are going to be tricky, because those go into the Strala S car. Can't think of the name of it offhand. These go into, I'm not sure what the Boss rear-wheel drive goes into though. Maybe into the Ford F350 two-wheel drive edition, I'm not sure. But like, for instance, these Hemis go into one. These will go into another one. You know, more or less I can put these all into a Mopar. You know, so on and so forth. You get what I'm saying. However, let's start with the first one here. It's not complete, you know. We got a crankshaft. So, let's start adding parts and pieces to it. Shall we? I think we shall. First, now we're going to put the piston rings in. We're going to do 2. And we're going to put the rod caps on. Gravity isn't on our side today. I mean, look at that. Held on by 2 bolts. Sort of, I guess you could say. Alright, now we're going to put the rod caps on these ones. Perfect. And then once we're done building the motor, if we do have the vehicle per se, then what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the car, make sure the car is going to be able to run, which we'll already have that already all situated beforehand. And then once the motor is in the car running, we're going to bring it over to the dyno and see what kind of power numbers we make on it. So, but I have taken the liberty of, being the first engine, I decided to paint it, make it look all pretty, you know what I mean? So, now we're going to put on the crank caps. Come on, get on there. There we go. Alright, now for the next one. Right here. Beautiful. I don't per se know what the name of the series is going to be per se, but what do y'all think? What do you think it should be? Like, this is more or less the pilot episode to see what kind of views and stuff it gets, because if it don't get very many views, well, we're not going to continue on with it, you know what I mean? So, let's hope it does good. I hope it does good. There we go. Now I'll put the engine head on. Bolt that down. Good, good, good. We got we got to put the spark plugs in. The fire starters. We got 6 of them per side for a grand total of 12. I mean, like 12, man. It's almost as much as the Hemi. Alright, perfect. I put this cover on. Put the cam shaft in. Cam bearings. Alright, now we're going to put the cam gear on. B6 M64 is what it is. Timing chain A. B6 M64. Good. Timing shoe. B6 M64 like they all are. Boom, look at that. Woo. Looking snazzy. Put the head cover B on. Got 2 of them, 1 for each side. Head cover A, same thing. Chrome exhaust. I mean, I don't know how much power this thing can be cranking out, but she should be cranking out quite a lot, actually. Huh. 1 is the loneliest number that you ever seen. I said that because I wanted a lonely spark plug sitting out back. You know what I mean? Alright, let's put that on. Good. Now we'll work our way back around to the front. Put on the power steering pump, V8. Good. And I recognize it because of the silhouette. And I already had it painted. So, put on the crank pulley V8. We'll put on the distributor. All chromed out, ready to rock and roll. Put on the rotors, dual rotors might I add. Dual distributor. Since they don't come out, since they don't have a V12 cam cap in, or distributor cap in here, I guess they thought maybe they should put the dual 6 in it, I guess. It makes sense to me. All runs off the same shaft, you know what I mean? Alright, put those 2 bolts in, perfect. Work our way around here to the engine cylinder. Good. And we're going to put the heads on after. Even got the pipes here all chromed out, ready to rock and roll. Alright, put the spark plugs in. Good, good, good. So I'm thinking maybe what we'll do, since building engines isn't going to take me all that long, I'm thinking maybe what we might do is start the video in the junkyard, looking for the car that we're building the engine for. And then if we can't find it in the junkyard, we'll come back to the shop, build the motor, and then afterwards we'll head to the auction and see what we can't find. You know what I mean? Could be an idea, right? Let me know. Tell me. Does that sound like a good plan? I think it does, man. I think it does. 4 bolts, hold that on. Put the cam cradle on. And we're going to put the engine head covers. Wow, I can't spoke tonight. I don't know what the deal is. There we go. Put the exhaust, the other chrome one on. And it's kind of weird that you cannot put the plug wires on until after you put the engine cover on. Engine block cover. Or the alternator. It's kind of weird. It's supposed to be chrome, but it didn't quite turn out like that. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? And now we're going to put the fan in, which is also chrome. You wouldn't know to look at it, but it is. I put the plug wires on. There we go. Put the intake manifold B on. I put the other intake manifold A on. Good. Alright, now we're going to put the throttle body on. All chromed out. Looking snazzy wazzy. Airbox, air filter, airbox base. We're going to put these clip B's on. And we'll also put the injectors in. Good. Looks like a little sinister motor, doesn't it? Black and red with a little bit of chrome. Just to break it up, you know what I mean? Alright, now I'm going to put the blower motor in. Good. Now the other spark or fuel injector rail. And now the belts. We can get to it. Nothing to do but to do it. I think this is belt B, isn't it? Yep. And is this one right here belt C? Ooh, belt A, look at that. So C was the first one. Okay, I think we are done with this motor. I think it looks pretty snazzy. What do y'all think? There's the first motor of the first series, or of this series, the engine build series. Like I said, I haven't thought of a name for it yet, but we will. Alright, that's there. I think what we're going to do is we're going to head back on over to... We're going to head on over to the car auction, see if we can't find the car that we're looking for. So, follow along, and we'll see you when we get there. Alrighty, everybody, here we are at the car auctions. Let's take a little gander here. Now, we ain't going to the expensive side. We're only going to be staying on the short or cheap side. So, we're looking for an American Porsche 911. And there's not one in here. So, what we're going to do is we're going to put that in the storage for now. And once we do find one... maybe there's one on this side. I mean, we can look, but it doesn't mean I'm buying, unless it's for dirt cheap, which on this side, they're normally not. Like, we're not going to buy this car, but I just want to show you guys something. Now, what I mean is we can use one car for multiple engines. Like, we'll take this Mustang here, okay? You can put up to 4 different, or 8 different style engines in it. You know what I mean? So we can knock 8 birds out with 1 stone. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about right there. But I'm not seeing nothing that I am looking for anyway. Okay. Alright, well, I guess what we're going to do is we're going to head on back to the shop, and I'll see you when we get there. Alright, just getting back to the shop here, getting out of the old Ram 1500 there that we built a while back. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to yank this motor off, remove some engine stand, open up this door, go into here, and it should be in warehouse 1. Perfect. So, we know it's there. We're going to put that over there. Look, we even got a gearbox for it too. And there it is sitting right there, front row. Perfect. So, once we find the Porsche, whether it be, and I can actually use that name because that's what it's actually branded as. Once we find one, we can put one in. However, the next motor we will be building, will be the turbo version to that motor. So, stay tuned for that one. Again, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button. If you want to help support the channel, give it a subscribe. You can also become a member too if you so choose to. Click the join button. Also too, don't forget to smash the hype button as well. Helps promote the channel that much more, and it doesn't cost you nothing to do that. So again, thank you all very much for watching, and we will catch you on the next episode. Bye everybody.